Fun fact actually, the UAE when I went, they have I forgot the term, but they have a separate station for that.
A what?
Like obviously there's a toilet.
Yeah.
And then there's a separate station where you just crouch and it just
You wash?
yeah.
Why?
I don't know if you've had this, but whenever people ask you where you're from, and I'm like, oh, I'm from Kerala, or I'm from Delhi, or wherever. They're like, I went to Delhi once.
Literally,
I went to
I'm
India
just like,
once.
I don't care.
And I'm like, no, it's good to hear, but a lot of the time they just say the same thing. Oh, it's so beautiful. I want to go again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Don't Talk Back podcast. My name is Renesh.
And I'm Khushee.
I think since I'm from South India, I don't feel that kind of aggression when I go there to India itself.
Yeah, it's
the
a lot more
people
relaxed.
in South India. I mean, I know in Delhi and Mumbai, like the main cities, there must be like that kind of like aggression and stuff. But in South India, everyone's very chill.
No, even where I'm from, like I'm from Chandigarh, and there's not many like aggressiveness there. Like Delhi, on the other hand, I've heard so many stories about there being like street fights and everything.
Yeah.
So Delhi in itself, I think, is a whole other story. Like there's just a different breed of people there, I would say. But yeah, going to India is also an experience. Like my first time going to India, I was 6 years old.
Only? Right.
Yeah, because like my parents moved here when I was 3, and I don't have any memory of like our life like
Before
in India.
Australia,
Yeah. So I like for me, Australia is my home. So I went to India with my family after my brother was born, for like some traditional stuff. I don't know do you guys have that when like you have to shave the baby's hair off before their first birthday?
We do, but I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
No, I did it, but not for that reason. I think I did it when I was like 5, but because Gajini came out and I wanted to be like American in that movie.
I love that.
I didn't do it, yeah, but my cousins did it. My little cousins did it. They shaved it. But I think that's more for like hair, right? Hair growth.
Yeah, for hair growth, to make
Yeah.
it healthy, because your baby hair is very weak and stuff. So they offer
I don't know
it
if that's
to.
true. Is it?
Yeah, like my mum says it, like your baby hair is very thin, it's not as strong, so you gotta shave it all off. Like obviously, you know, when you shave, like I'm sure when you shave your face, like thicker hair grows out once you shave it, right? That happens to me, like when I shave my legs, there's thicker hair that comes out. So I think that's why you shave it off. But aside from that, like going to India was a big culture shock for me, because I've only known Australian life until up to that point. Biggest culture shock for me was the jet sprays. Like, I don't think any other country has jet sprays.
Oh, fun fact actually. The UAE, when I went, they have, I forgot the term, but they have a separate station for that.
A what?
Like obviously there's a toilet.
Yeah.
And then there's a separate station where you just crouch and it just
You wash?
yeah.
Why would there be a separate station for that?
No, I mean, I
Like, you have to
didn't
get
use
up
it.
midway and just, like, walk over to that station and wash yourself?
Yeah, but they've installed that everywhere I went in the UAE. It was there in Bahrain. Like, I don't know what I mean, obviously it's better than like using toilet paper.
I'm a toilet paper defender for life.
As in it's better. Like it's cleaner because
So your team jet spray?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't use it, but I just said it is cleaner.
But how do you know it's better?
No, it's better like from a cleanliness point of view. It is because okay, this is probably the.
This is a very disgusting topic, but
Anyway,
let's clear it out. Let's
Yeah.
not get into too much details. But toilet paper is supreme. I've never used a jet spray, and nor will I ever.
It works. Sometimes in India. I don't know if this is in North India, if this happens where you're from, but in South India sometimes like they don't have toilet paper. Like you just have to.
I carry a toilet paper roll with me.
We do that, but sometimes like when there's nothing to do, you can't just walk out. No, what else?
You can't walk out, but like, what if you press it too hard? It hurts.
That's the thing. You gotta use it right. No, it's better to know how to use it and not need it than be in a situation where you really need to know how to use it, but you don't.
Yeah, but it's not hard to use though. You just gotta like push the thing.
Yeah, but you just said if you press too hard, there has to be a balance. You have to know what you're doing.
You gotta go slow. Like it's not like I've never used it. I
wouldn't
used it as a
voluntarily
kid.
use it. If I had the choice, I wouldn't.
Yeah, same.
But like when I'm in India, yeah, well, obviously we carry toilet paper everywhere. But sometimes when you don't have that option,
you just can't. It's
yeah, but
uncomfortable.
India, like, I don't like going. Yeah, I don't like using public toilets in India. Anyway.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure not. I don't either. It's just something about like, obviously you're like, like a hypochondriac, so you wouldn't.
Not because of that. Oh yeah, because of that. And
Mainly because of
also-
that. Like I wouldn't go either, but it's just, I don't know, just something about, also like the Indian toilets freak me out. Like, the ones that are just on flat on the ground.
Yeah.
Like I've heard they're better for you.
They
Like
are.
I've heard that, but like, I don't know. It's just like I feel like I'm too close to the thing.
I was always scared like a snake would come and.
Same.
I think everyone is like kind of,
Like
have
even
that
here,
same fear.
it happens more in Australia. Like the snakes come into your dunnies and all of that.
I've seen videos of that.
Yeah.
Like not videos of the snake coming up, but like snakes just being there. Yeah, and like spiders and stuff.
Let's change the topic. No. Let's change
But
the topic.
Going. I had this. Well, my family had this trend. We would go to India every year.
Mm-hmm.
So excluding COVID, there hasn't been a year that I haven't gone to
You
India.
go every year?
Every year.
How lucky.
Not lucky.
He's like, no.
No, more because we would miss out on Christmas and New Year here.
Yeah. Do you know,
So-
I have not been to I have not seen the fireworks here in 6 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because we went to India in 2019 and then obviously 2 years of COVID, there were no fireworks. Or maybe they were, but we just didn't go. And then we went to India in 2022. 2023, we were in Melbourne, so we watched the Melbourne ones. Also, Melbourne fireworks are not it. They're just not it at all.
I don't get the hype of fireworks, to be honest.
I love fireworks.
I don't get it.
We used to go every year. That's why I'm so sad we haven't been for 6 years. I made it a point to go this year, but we're going to watch like the Border Gavaskar trophy.
So I go to India every year. Obviously excluding COVID, we've gone ever since I can remember.
Aww.
No, not well, we missed Christmas and New Year here.
Yeah.
But that's why I didn't like going, because the whole fun of it now isn't there as much as like Christmas back then was everything.
Yeah.
But now it's just like Merry Christmas.
I
that's
know.
it.
Give me a present and it's done.
I don't get presents. It's I don't know what the like. I think that's why the whole hype around Christmas for me is just dead. I'm more looking forward to the Boxing Day test next day, and then there's like obviously wishing people, and you do get gifts here and there.
Yeah.
But I don't think like family wise, we don't get Christmas gifts.
I look more forward to like the Boxing Day sales. Like I love going shopping
Right. Classic,
on like
yeah.
the Boxing Day. Like obviously, yes. If like obviously this year I'm going to Melbourne with my brother for the Border Gavaskar trophy, so I'll miss out on the Boxing Day sales, but I can shop in Melbourne. That's a different thing. But yeah, like I'm like the Santa Claus for my family. Like I'm the one, the person who sets up the Christmas tree, who wraps the presents. And all of that, and there's just like I just find joy, although it's like not good for the environment, like wrapping it up and then opening it and throwing it. But I don't know, I just find joy in doing that. And every time we used to go to India, like Christmas is not a big deal where I'm from in India. Like there's one church there that has like massive stores there and everything. That's about it. And until I think 2022, we didn't do anything for Christmas in India. But like my cousin recently got married and his wife brought the whole family into it.
Oh, right.
And everything. So that was nice. But yeah, I don't wish I could go every year because I love seeing the fireworks here for New Year's. Like I haven't been for 6 years and that's really upsetting to me. Because we went to India in 2019, we missed that. And then COVID started. So then 2022, we went to India again. Last year we were in Melbourne, so I have not been. So I probably won't go this year as well. But yeah, I go to India every 2-3 years.
Yeah, this year's the first year that I'm not going.
Are you sad? Are your parents sad?
My parents are going.
Oh, your parents are going, but you're not
we're
going.
No, I think now it's gotten to that point where like my brother and I we're just busy, we don't even though back then we had school holidays and nothing to do, no work, no stuff.
Yeah.
But now, there's work and there's things to do. So in a way, I'm glad we're not going.
Yeah.
Like last year, we went after the New Year's, so we had all that stuff here. We had New Year's. Well, my parents went earlier. We went later. My brother and I. So we had New Year's and all that stuff here. which is good, and Christmas. But I don't like going to India that much. I don't like going for very long. I think
Yeah, I think there's not much you can do. Like we also go for like there was once we went for a month and a half and I absolutely like hated my life. I was like, there's
Yeah.
nothing to do because we always just go back to where like my parents are from because they obviously want to see their family, their friends and everything. But for me and my brother, we're just switching between like we stay at my dad's side of the family and my mum's side of the family. So now I always make it a point, like if we're going for more than 2 weeks, we're not just staying in the one place. We have to like, you know, go around India. So like in 2019, we went to Jaipur, we went to like Delhi and saw like all the forts and everything. So this time I'm thinking we'll go to Kerala because I really want to go to down south to South India. So if you have any tips, let me know.
The tips I can give you, a tip I can give you is that obviously everyone that isn't from Kerala and that like doesn't and that goes there every year. Everyone that isn't from Kerala and doesn't go there every year will be like, oh, it's so good, you know, the nature is so beautiful, it's nice.
I've heard a lot about the nature.
Yeah, but when I go, I stay with my family and it's not as it's very beautiful for sure.
Yeah.
But obviously we're staying in one place and there's not much to do. Like a lot of my friends when they go to India, they have cousins who take them out here, there, and everywhere. Like, you know, go out to this place and that place, this, you know, sports match or this movie or this club kind of a thing. But when we go to India, my cousins older, married.
Same.
Kerala's very conservative, so they don't have. Well, I mean, where I stay in Kerala, they don't have things like that to do. But yeah, recently we started going to Delhi. My mom's sister lives there. When we go there, it's good. It's fun. Very cold.
Very cold.
But Delhi, the food is insane.
It is so good.
Yeah.
Again, North Indian food.
No, but if you obviously in South India, the food is good too.
It is. I'm just saying, why is Delhi known as the place with the best food?
Because
It's North Indian.
that's something I face as well. No one here knows about Kerala. They're like, oh, are you from New Delhi or Mumbai? I'm like, no, I'm from Kerala. They're like, oh, where's that?
Yeah, because
When people ask where I'm from in India, I just say I'm from the south. I don't say Kerala anymore. Not because I'm embarrassed, but because it's hard. I don't want to explain to people. Oh,
see, if an actual Indian comes up to ask you where you're from in India, then you can say Kerala.
no, for sure.
But
for
if
sure,
you're saying it to someone who's not Indian, they're not gonna understand. Like even when people ask, like non-Indian people ask me where I'm from, I don't say Chandigarh because they're not gonna know. I say I'm from like North India, and they say, how far is that from Delhi? I'm just like, like 4 or 5 hours, and they're like, up or down? I'm just like, I don't know, bro. Like, I just go there.
I don't know if you've had this, but whenever people ask you where you're from, and I'm like, oh, I'm from Kerala, or I'm from Delhi, or wherever, they're like, I went to Delhi once. I
Literally,
went to
I'm
India
just like,
once.
I don't care.
And I'm like, no, it's good to hear, but a lot of the time they just say the same thing. Oh, it's so beautiful. I want to go again. I loved it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
You don't
I'm
have
just
fun
like,
there? Really? Oh, best time. I really want to go
and
back to
there's
India.
always like one thing they say, oh, it was so good. I just like, I was, you know, on the toilet the whole time, but it was so
Really?
good. Yeah, because they eat all this like spicy kana.
Yeah, you have to know where you're going. Like, obviously, you know, our parents know where to go, where not to go. But even I think I had that sense as well because I'm very scared to eat some things because I have a very sensitive stomach. So I just tend to stay away from something. If something looks dodgy, even here or anywhere, if something looks even a bit dodgy, I won't. No, like, no, I'm not even going to look at it. I don't care how good it is. I will step.
Do you know, I'm the
very far
opposite
away
though.
from it.
Like every time we go to India, my whole family is on the toilet except me. Touch wood. I don't want to jinx it, but
I hope you're on
feel
it.
like I have. Huh?
I really hope you're on it. Just for the fun of it. Just because you
No,
said that. Just 'cause
don't
you said
wish that on me.
I'm not wishing. I'm just saying.
No, I'm never gonna experience it. Touch wood, please, Bhagwanji. I am never gonna experience that. I never have till date. Like I can eat all the junk there is there. I think I just have a stomach of steel.
Yeah, I don't. I went to Goa once with my family. I think when I was maybe 10. Funny story. So we went to Goa because it was my mom's school friend's wedding, and it was me, like my family, me, my dad, my brother, and my mom, and my mom's sister and her husband. So all of us went, and we went to stay in Goa for a couple of days for a holiday. Then obviously we went to the wedding.
Oh,
So I was
Goa
supposed to
wedding.
be, yeah. Oh, it was in a church. It wasn't like
okay.
it wasn't some crazy out there wedding.
Right.
But I was supposed to be the ring boy because it was a Christian wedding. So I was supposed to be the ring boy.
How long ago was this?
I think I was like 10, 9 or 10.
Oh, that's sweet.
And my brother and I had the best time in Goa because you know when you're a kid, having a pool is everything. Like a pool and a nice hotel, it's everything. Now I'm scared about the nice hotel. I don't care about the pool. Anyway, so when we got to the church, this is our last day. So
Right.
it was the afternoon, and we were supposed to leave that night on the train back to Kerala. And I think my grandparents were with us as well. Yeah, and I was there to give the ring. I felt really funny. I think
Funny?
like funny. I think we stayed in Goa for like maybe 4 or 5 days before that, so we were there already. And we'd stayed in a houseboat as well. I don't know if you've been in a houseboat.
What's a houseboat?
It's basically a boat where you like take it. I'll explain that later. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the timeline of this houseboat from Kerala to Goa, and then Goa all the way. We stayed till the wedding. Day of the wedding, I'm there, supposed to give the ring. Little kid, oh, so cute, and all that nonsense, right? And I felt so funny. Like I was sitting there while the priest was doing.
You
whatever.
felt funny as in like sick?
I felt funny, yeah. Like my stomach felt funny.
Oh.
And then
I thought this whole time you were saying I felt like I was so
some
funny. Like,
comedian.
oh,
No,
I
no,
made
no,
some
no, no,
huge
no,
joke.
no. Then I don't know what happened. I ran outside and threw up everywhere. And I had the worst experience. I think I got some really bad food poisoning or gastro
no.
or something.
Not gastro.
It was horrible. And they ended up, the bride's brother ended up having to give the ring. I think he was like 30 something years old. So I was there for no reason. But the worst part of it was we had to take a train back from Goa to Kerala.
Oh.
And the whole train ride.
The trains.
And the car from the wedding to the train station, my head was outside the window throwing up on the side of the car, on the people behind us. It was that bad. And then I was dead the whole trip. I remember waking up in the middle of the night in the train, throwing up all over the floor. And my dad still tells the story to this day. He's like, he had to clean it up. And you see, when you're on a train, it's not like you can just stop and, you know. I had something really bad there, and everyone else is fine from what I can remember, but I was really bad. Like,
Oh, I feel so
I don't know
sorry
what
for
it was.
you.
Even I do as well, because it was horrible. It was, I still remember that, like throwing up, and it was like,
You just gotta be careful of what you eat. I feel like in India,
yeah, but
and you'll be
we
fine.
had like normal food. I think it was just me because no one else got, like, ever since then. I'm very careful.
Maybe that's why you became a
No,
hypochondriac.
but I've always
always
been
were?
like that. Yeah, and even like I think my dad once made fish curry here, and another funny story, another throw up story for you. This is very
Oh my
entertaining.
god,
for you,
how
isn't
many
it?
times have you thrown up in your life?
Well, not that much. Not in a while. Not recently. Not without the influence of alcohol.
Right.
But this is quite far away. It's year 6. It was a day of my year 7 orientation. It always happens on like some
Important days.
some occasion, right? Day of my year 7 orientation. So I was still in year 6, right? We had to look at the school and do a tour and stuff. And I woke up at like 6 a.m. I was like, I don't know why I'm waking up at 6 a.m. I felt normal. And then randomly, like I got ready in my school uniform, primary school uniform, sitting there, calm, chill, all good, waiting to go to the orientation. Go to the bathroom, throw up. And I don't know what happened, the whole day of throwing up. And I had to go to the orientation, so my mum made me go, even though I was as sick as a dog. And I remember being in, we did some trial class.
Yeah.
Just sat there in some class while the teacher was explaining what we do in English. I was in English class. We were just sitting there. He was sitting there explaining what we were gonna do.
Yeah.
And I remember just falling asleep because I had some really bad food poisoning. And we figured out it was because my dad's fish curry he made the night before. Everyone else is fine except me. It always seems to be that way.
I think you just have a very sensitive
Yeah,
stomach.
and then ever since then, I just don't eat fish curry.
That's me.
Yeah.
But like we went to Jaipur, as I was telling you, in 2019, and we just ate like idli dosa every single day for like 9 days for breakfast. And now I have not had idli dosa like since 2019 because like you know when you have too much of something to eat and you're just like I never want to look at this again. That was me with paneer for the longest time. Like I had paneer too much and I was like, do not ever give me paneer ever again. But yeah, no, I do get what you mean. So yeah, that was today's. I hope you guys had fun, just like we did. And we'll see you next time.
Be careful what you eat in India.
Exactly.
Could come back to bite you.